Would help if I did not mute myself. Okay, excuse me, is everything working? I believe so. Good. Hello, Cheeky. Okay. Hello. I am Zachary, your friendly waypoint in the Vale, who is really heckin' tired tonight, but we are going to do our best. Gotta lower the volume. Okay. How's that music sounding? Because I think last time I might have dropped it a little too much. Bit low? Okay. Alright, how's that? Alright. Okay. And that. Okay, so tonight, I did not have time to get fully set up, I think. I was gonna try to do a little bit more for an overlay for this session, or, well, it's not a session, but this stream. But I think I'm just too tired anyway. I was originally going to draw, like sketch out the character, as we created them, but I didn't have time to get that set up. I'm kind of tired, and also, if we rolled one of the furries, it's not my furry drawing skills are not on the same level as my people drawing skills, my humanoids. So that would have been a little awkward. I can do it. It just takes me a little longer and a little more effort to make it look good. But okay. So yeah, tonight, please bear with me. My brain might be a little all over the place. I was very, very tired today, not feeling 100%, so I'm still totally here for this. I'm hyped. I've been eagerly looking forward to this stream. It's just that my brain to mouth capacity is greatly diminished. So I may not make as clear, coherent sense as I usually do, which I mean isn't the highest as it is normally, but moving on. Okay, so like I said, it was a little pressed for time, so I don't have my OBS set up for this, so we are just going to work through that now, and we can have a little bit of chit chat while I do. I've already linked the campaign there, but I do have chat commands set up. Yay! So yeah, if you use the backer kit command, that'll pull up the campaign link, And then for the demo, if you run demo, that will bring up a link to where you can get the solo and group demos for Legends of Akeroth, which is what I'm creating a character and a one-shot plot hook for tonight. The game is crowdfunding now, and it is doing fantastic. I mean, I didn't have much doubt that it would, but the goal was £1,000, and we are now sitting nicely at £110,791 with 842 backers. We have unlocked a lot of different stretch goals. So things like extra classes, you can be a skeleton, so you can be a skeleton. You could be the legendary Swoos, which is a it's kind of more swan looking, but it's sort of like you could be a swan goose person, basically. Oh yeah, and then we also unlocked farming and fishing, which Cheeky and I are very excited for. So yeah, you can check that out. And then if you have any questions about it, you can go ahead and ask. I was fortunate enough to be part of the playtest. I've been playing a solo campaign for almost 2 months now. Wow. Almost 2 months. That's what you see here on the screen right now. That's my vault. Yeah, fishing. Cheeky's favorite mini game. So yeah, right here, this is usually the vault that I play with in Obsidian, the note-taking software, which is getting a Legends of Akeroth plugin in the future. So that's really cool. There's a few tabletop gaming plugins for Obsidian, not that many though, and so having one for Legends of Akeroth is going to be so awesome. I look forward to it. But I actually need to clear some things here. Let's see. Make a copy. Because I need to have a blank quote-unquote character sheet. I'm not using the character sheet that comes with the game, or at least the way it looks right now. I'm not using a character sheet because well, one, I play in Obsidian, but two, I would have to use a PDF editor, and it gets a little janky. You can edit PDFs in Obsidian, but it doesn't save the edits. So I would have to open it in like Acrobat or something. Although I guess I could. Actually, hold on one second. I can actually show the rule book now. Or, okay, I was gonna say, or I would if OBS would work with me. Okay, so I need a character sheet. Actually, I should probably do this on another tab just in case it's got a watermark. Alright, 1 second. Let me hide that again just in case I dox myself. Character sheet. There we go. Okay. Open. Oh, failure to load the PDF document. Oh, that's right. I was having an issue with this before. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's been fixed. I just haven't downloaded it again. Because I play in Obsidian. Your name is at the bottom. Oh, the character sheets too? Yeah, good thing. I know it's here on the book. but I fixed my my account and re-downloaded it, and now it's got my user handle here, my pen name. So I'm fine. Yeah, the sheets I'm not sure, but I forgot that I was having a problem getting it to open a while back. I could open it in Adobe Acrobat or whatever, but it wasn't opening in the browsers, and I don't like opening Adobe Reader if I can help it, because it's kind of garbage. But then I never re-downloaded them again, so I don't know if the issue's been fixed. Oh well. I'm just using my character sheet in Obsidian for now. Which is fine, because I'm going to be playing the one-shot in Obsidian anyway. Also, hello Amaya! Thanks for coming. I gotta actually get this set up. We ran out of time. Okay, so this is my current character's details, so I'm just going to erase all that. We are going to fill this all in. This stays. We're going to also cover physical details. We're going to use my character design deck, which I also have a command for, but I couldn't get it to fit on my graphic, so it's like a secret command. Okay, yeah, let me just... Oh, I forgot he has a necklace. This is my current character. It's my take on the bristleback kin, because I don't really draw the cuter types of animal characters. Not really quite my thing. So I made him a little bit more like, I don't know, humanoid proportions. Hi London! Hello! Okay, and then character sheet, so I need one of these things. Make a copy, throw that in here. Rename. And then I need... Just put this there. Just clear those. And then... let's see. I'll update that later. Just got to work, so I wanted to give you the views. Here's hoping the Discord is quieter tonight. Oh yeah, I put that on Do Not Disturb. I am not being pulled into that while I'm streaming, because firstly, that's rude for y'all. And then secondly, yeah. I'm calling in sick tonight, guys. I can't do another 3 to 4 hour question run. That was wild. Yeah. So the Cross Paths, which is the publisher of Legends of Akeroth, does have a Discord server. You can find it in the campaign link in the pinned post. I highly recommend joining if you use Discord, because the community there is super awesome. And then Ash, the game developer, designer guy, the King Swoos himself, pops in there every day, or like on a regular basis. Like he is there, and it's just been a really great experience. But last night he was sleeping because he's on UK time, and we had an influx of people asking questions about the game, which is cool. I was totally happy to answer. But it kept going. I was like, okay, I need to use the bathroom. And then like I would sit there for like another 30 minutes. I got it. I might try to work on a fact this weekend to make it easier for us. I'll also have to rewatch the videos he's posted so I know which one's to link. Yeah, and of course he goes and wakes up at like 3 a.m. with the videos that would have answered half of those questions. I was so tired afterwards, and I drank so much water, it was as if I was like actually talking. It was really funny. I mean, like, it was fun. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. It was great. I was having a great time. Let's see. I think I'm just going to have to close those and come back to them later. Okay, I need to keep that open. I don't know why it opened over there. We're gonna move this over here. Close all these out. Okay, and now I need a perks and skills. Doing all the character sheet kind of stuff in Obsidian also helps me because I have large handwriting. And I don't like erasing, like doing a lot of erasing and writing and erasing again. Because I'm also a little heavy-handed. So like, you'll see the 20 million different numbers that I wrote underneath. So I have my character information split up across 3 different notes. Maybe I'll pin this because I'm going to be linking things. So here I've got my main details that kind of, you know, tells what kin, what gender they are. I have I have what class I am and my weapon proficiencies, and this is also 2 classes unlocked. That is there because you can multi-class in Legends of Akeroth. I currently don't have any plans to do that, and because of that, I didn't really pay too much attention when everybody was talking about multi-class. And last night, of course, we had like 2 or 3 questions about multi-classing. And I'm like sitting there like scouring the playtest copy of the rulebook, looking for the information. It was so funny. Yeah, and then physical details and stuff like that. For perks and skills, I gotta clear this stuff out. I put my weapons, my armor, and then all my perks here. But we are going to clear all this out because this is all for my main character. I'll just leave that as is, and then I'll just change this stuff later. I have these perks split up into combat perks and social perks because that's how they are in the book. I wonder if that will also get like refined. Because some of them are not necessarily social, some of them are pretty still kind of combat focused, but still pretty cool though that we still get this, I don't know why I just put M. Minimum body. There we go. Alright, so I got that cleared, and then this I'll just work on when we start making a character. Okay. If I had the time, I would have made kind of like a list of how I was gonna approach this, but I did not. Did not have time. But I think what I'll do first is focus on physical details and things like that first. Get an idea of what our character looks like. And to do that, I am going to use my character design deck, which is right here, but I just realized that it is out of order. I forgot to put it in order before playing. Let's see, so here's the top level stuff. Yeah, if there's any questions about like my deck or Legends of Akeroth, not Akeroth, wow. Just let me know and I will be happy to answer to the best of my ability. Which is a little low tonight. Okay, so here's all the color tables. Here's all that. I am working on version 3.0 of my character deck. It's going to add some horror and sci-fi cards, and it's also going to expand a couple of existing tables from D12s to D20, so you get more options, which is cool. But I didn't have time to print them out and cut them. I only had time to print them a while ago, so I went ahead and I just printed out the sheets of my new cards. So like, let's see. There we go. So like here you can see the body type card, which has a little dude sitting on it now. A little genderless dude. And the old version looks like that. But this is version 3.0 is going to be pretty close to a final version. Like, I'm probably still going to tweak it or maybe add more cards as I go, but this is kind of like the version that I'm going to feel like most comfortable with, I think. I want to use it a little bit more before I call it like a final version. But I do intend on making a pretty version, because this is just the black and white version, to you know, not use a lot of ink. And the cards are kind of small, so I can't fit a D20 on there. I mean, I probably could if I made the font pretty small, but it's kind of small to me already. So I'm gonna make a larger card version. And that's what I'm calling the pretty version. The cards are going to be a little bigger, so I can fit D20s on there. And they'll have a nice, pretty design. I don't know what the size of the cards are going to be just yet. It might wind up being tarot card size. Not sure. But it's kind of likely. Okay, so let's see. We are going to start with character details. So yeah, the way this is going to happen tonight, I'm going to use roll tables and prompt cards in order to create my character and create a plot hook for a one-shot. I got briefly distracted by something. So yeah, so what we're going to do right now is create the character design. We will get to name later, but So kin. Yeah, kin will do first, and then let me turn on the book because now I can show you the kin that are available in the core book. Which, by the way, I am using the playtest version. Everything that you see here is subject to change. So if you see something and it looks a little funky, that's why. This is the pre-alpha, pre-press version. And if you see a rule now and later the rule is changed or removed, that is why. This is pre-alpha. Which is another reason why you should totally join the Discord, because Ash is very awesome at keeping us in the loop of different changes and updates to games. It's really been awesome watching how Draconum has progressed from the first version backers received to what it is right now. It's really awesome. But enough about that. Let's choose our character kin. Alright. So, in the core rulebook, if I remember correctly, there are 12. Oh my. Sorry. Our cheeky blower nose. 12 kin. Yep. Whatever I was saying. So unlike Draconum, which has subkin and that's alright, buddy. Draconum has subkin and the mechanics for making halfkin because they have lists of perks that you can choose. Here is not the case in Legends of Akeroth. You still get a what is called a core gift. So like here for Bristleback it says Hearthwise. Your quills, stiffened in danger, once per scene, reduce incoming damage by 1 and stand firm even when pushed. So you would get that, you get your starting speed, and then that's it. Currently, like I said, subject to change. But currently, yeah, it's just this one perk, and then your starting speed. And so the nice thing though is that it means that there aren't many, if any, things that are dependent on what kin you play as. So even though there's only 12 kin, and there's a few in here that are not in Draconum, and there are some Draconum kin that are not in Legends of Akeroth, even though you know, they're not the same, there's nothing really stopping you from putting one of those in yourself, you know, as kind of like a little bit of homebrew. It's really easy. And even though there's no halfkin, like for Inferni, like there's no Ember Bloods or Cosmic Elves, listed is all just elf. You can call yourself a Cosmic Elf and you'll be totally fine because it's mostly flavor. I got to remake a few guild members now that we have new kin and classes. Yes. We just unlocked an it's like a armadillo fox. Like a fennec fox, but also part armadillo. We have confirmed from the creator himself that they can indeed roll up into a ball and just roll. They're very cute. Yes. You know what? Let's see. Wow. Sorry, I got distracted by the autocomplete in here. I'm trying out a new browser, and I imported some of my old, some of my Chrome data, like the bookmarks and stuff. But like I've been using that account, that Chrome account, since college, which is like over 10 years ago. And so like there's a bunch of old bookmarks in there. And so I just typed the letter A and I'm like, what is that? What is this link to some DeviantArt page? I haven't used DeviantArts in forever. But that's cool. I was like, oh, there's stuff coming up. Hope that's nothing bad, but no, nothing bad. Just random bookmarks from days of old. Okay, what was I looking for? Oh yeah, the backer kit. Alright, one sec, cause okay. I couldn't remember if I was logged into backer kit in here. Okay, cool. Alright, so here it is, campaign page. Oh yeah, look at that, it went up a little. Cause it ended on a 1 last time I read it out loud earlier. But let me scroll down. Because, yeah, so the first one we unlocked was the Skellykin. And then we unlocked the Tinkerer class. Several people are very excited for that one. Here is the infamous Swoos. Let me zoom in a little. The Swoos. We got the class Telepath unlocked. There's the fishing. We got Urson, so we'll have bears. And here we go. Here is the Einsem. So, it's a little hard to tell because the armor that they're wearing looks like, looks like their skin. Let me zoom in a little more. But you can see it on their tail and on top of the head that they have natural scaling too. So yeah, very awesome. Just zoom back up. And yeah, now we're on our way towards unlocking a free printed and expanded demo. So it'll be a perfect level 0 adventure for anyone new to Legends of Akeroth. It could be ran together or solo. And then all physical pledges will get the printed booklet for free. Which is pretty awesome because it's really cool that we have these demos that are like little mini adventures. It's what I really got excited about for Draconum because it had this demo. And it was actually because of the demo that I even joined the Discord. Because when I downloaded the demo, there was like a key piece of information missing when I got it. And it turns out that my download did not include a cheat sheet that I was supposed to get. So I went in there asking the question. They were like, oh, you're missing the cheat sheet. Here you go. And then I just never left. And I have had no regrets. I just realized that my camera is a little... One sec, I'm gonna try to fix it. If it will let me. Yes, I want to move this, please. Oh, I see what's covering it up. It's the browser source. Anyway, okay. So yeah, we're gonna let the dice determine which kin we are going to be. We have bristleback, so they're like hedgehogs. We have burrowers, who are actually, what are these? Are they like the badgers? Are they badgers? I think I'm thrown off because they look so much different from the ones in Draconum. because the art style and the aesthetic is very different from Dracanum, which is more like serious epic fantasy. So we got bristlebat, we got burrowers, we have croakin, so we got some frogs. We have dog folk. Drakari make a comeback here. We have dwarves, who are related in some way to giants. I'm pretty interested in learning about the lore regarding this connection, but I get kind of the impression that you don't need to adhere to the trope of them being shorter stature. So I've made mine I have an NPC who's a dwarf, and I've made her a big lass. Then we got elves. We have Gnawborn. Human, of course. Inferni also make a comeback, but this time we don't really have a picture of them with wings, so that's pretty interesting. We have Panthara, so we got the cat people. We have Warren, which are rabbit people, and yeah, that's it there. So yeah, so there's gonna be 12 cans. That's gonna be a D12. So I am gonna roll and see what we get. And this is actually how it came up with Cadlin, my main character too. I rolled randomly because I didn't want any bias. I wanted to like just experience straight like gameplay without worrying about my biases, and so I rolled up a character and the job class. 8. So now I'm just gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look at that, Gnawborn. All right, little mouse person. It's very cute. So, woo. So if I do draw this character, which I would like to, before I play the one shot with them, I'll probably kind of make their proportions a little closer to like other humanoids, because firstly it's easier for me to draw most of the time, and just kind of suits my own personal style and aesthetics better. So okay, so I got a Gnawborn, so I need to grab hide that. But yeah, I'm down for a mouse person. Okay, and so let's see. I'm going for my character deck, which is what I am going to use right now. I'm gonna skip my age card because they're just gonna be a young adult, somewhere in their 20s. Now I'm gonna roll for gender presentation. This one is a D6. That's a 3. So we got someone who's kind of androgynous. Or at least like they present androgynous, because my gender presentation card doesn't mean that what you roll is their gender. It's just how they present themselves. I figured I would just kind of let people determine character gender based on any other factor that might influence their decision, rather than just relying on, you know, my very short list for the entirety of the gender spectrum, which was not going to fit on a small card. Let's see. I could make them non-binary. Yeah. Non-binary mouse. What is... Oh, that goes on the next roll. Ah, silly me. I'll determine their exact age later. Okay. I guess I can go ahead and roll for class, just because it's right there. And then we'll get back to the physical description. Okay, so I'm only gonna use what's in the book. I'm not gonna use the classes that we have unlocked as stretch goals. Let's see. Just scrolling up here. Okay, so as part of the core rules, we have healer, mage, ranger, briefly forgot, rogue, sage, and last but not least, warrior. The old man has decided now is a good time to meow. So if you hear a cat in the background, don't mind him. He is a grumpy old man. And he's very upset that I'm not on a couch where he can just curl up and go to sleep. Because that's all I'm good for. Feeding him and being a lap to sleep on. Okay, how many classes were there again? I think there's 6. So I'll just go ahead, roll my dice, and then I'll just count until I get the one that I had rolled. Oh, I got a 2. Oh, this is gonna be interesting because I already know 2 is a mage. I have not used magic in this game yet, so trial by fire. Spellcasting is kind of similar to Draconum, with some differences because of oh my goodness. Yeah? Come here so I can pick you up and hold you under the camera. Yeah? I'm gonna try to lure him in so I can pay the cat tax. Yeah? He's suspicious. He knows I'm up to something. Okay. So... they are going to be a mage. Alright, and then we will come back to that. We're going to... He looked at me like, Mom, I don't trust them. Yeah. Okay, so I did ask Ash once, because I was curious to know, you know, like, oh, hi, how tall are the dwarves? Because I noticed that in, like, some of the artwork and stuff, they don't look very small or anything. And so Ash said that, regardless of what kin you're playing, you're not limited to height. So, and he has seen, I think he said he has seen someone with like a 6-foot tall Nullborn. So, I am just going to go ahead and use my body. Oh, actually, this one has a new one, a new version. I modified the table on it. So I'm going to roll for height first. Got a 3, which means they are kind of average height. And what average means is kind of up to you. But I'm kind of working off of kind of like, well, the average height. Yeah. Maybe I'll put them at about 5'5". Because I feel like the average is gonna be or like the shortest person is gonna be probably shorter than like real life, like the average kind of short height, and then the average like tall height is probably also much taller than in real life, or at least how I've been kind of playing it in my game. So I would think that like 5'5" probably sounds pretty average. Okay, now I'm gonna roll for body mass to see if we have like a buff mouse or a skinny mouse or maybe a little on the fluffy side mouse. Guess not. I got average. So we're having a very average mouse right now. Okay, and then this is where we start getting into color. So this is actually going to be fur now, not skin. My color cards have not changed. I am satisfied with those. All I did was just update the header text for them. I think I'm just going to choose lifelike hair color. Although I guess I could kind of have a peachy mouse. So never mind, maybe I'll just use skin tones. Because I do have like a realistic skin tone table. And I have a realistic hair color table, and then I have one for all the like main hues. I might have to crack my door shut a little. Cause I'm pretty tired today. And my focus kinda drops when I'm tired. Normally I can tune him out when he's ornery. It doesn't help too that we are also out of the calming smell stuff. The feel away stuff. But I'm not going to be able to get one for a little while. But I do have that on the throne though, which I also apparently made a command for because it's not very visible on the Twitch page. So yeah, if you'd like to help the cats out, help us out, that's there for specific items. I have a Ko-Fi too, but I think the Ko-Fi alert thing was breaking OBS. Somehow it was throwing errors, so I've gotten rid of the Ko-Fi alerts. Oh my. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. He is quite offended that I just closed the door in his face. Like, it's not completely closed, but it's closed enough. And I can kind of just barely see him trying to figure out how to get in. Okay, for color. So that's a D12. Alright. That is a 9. Oh, it's gonna be pretty similar to Cadlin's fur. So, don't know if you can quite tell. Kind of like a russet. Kind of like a reddish brown. Let's see. I think I'll skip. Well, I could do eye color. And so for eye color, I'm going to roll for color and then I'll roll on. Or maybe I'll just roll for color. I don't need to be that granular tonight. Where's my color table? It's the age table. That's what I get for not sorting the cards. But like, I remembered them last minute. I'm like, oh yeah, I would need this. Oh, where is it? Aha! Color family. So normally you could roll for color family first, and then you can roll on, like, you know, if you rolled red, you could roll the red on the red table. But I'm not going to do that. It's a 1. Gray, so gray eyes. And then I'll just roll for hair color too while I'm at it. 2. Oh, okay, red hair. The mouse is gonna have hair. It's gonna have fur and hair. Don't question it. Okay. So from there, we could do hairstyle. Let's see. So for hairstyle, I have a D12 table. That's a 4, so it's a fancy updo. Oh, I forgot to roll for hair length. That's a separate table. But I mean, if it's a fancy updo, it's gonna have to be long. Oops. Oh, drop my dice. 8. Oh, it's actually a D6 table. Keep it together. Okay, so medium length and a fancy updo. So maybe they like to braid their hair, and then pin their braid up on their head. Or yeah, maybe they have a couple of braids, and then that's how they kind of pin it up. Because if they're a mage, then you know, they're kind of like casting magic and stuff. You don't want to have your hair get singed. But because they're magic, you know, they might not be so utilitarian like a warrior. Okay, let's see what else. I didn't want to spend too much time on character designing, as fun as it is. Physical details, I think I'll skip that for now. Okay. Just looking over, we already rolled for class. Alright, so clothing traits. This one used to be a D12 table, but I have expanded that one to a D20. It's gonna be a little hard to see, I think. So there's the first part, and then there's the second part. Which is why I look forward to making myself one of the pretty versions, because then I won't have to split D20s across 2 cards. Got a 5. So they're wearing a single-pieced outfit or a dress. Like a dress. A dress is a single piece, usually. I mean, I suppose it fits with the aesthetic of like regular JRPGs or classic JRPGs, where let's see, where you got, oh, I gotta actually unhide the window, where you've got, you know, a magic user wearing robes of some kind. This one is sort of like a dress with billowy sleeves, kind of. And then like the healer too, I think, is wearing a dress. Yeah. But I don't know. That feels kind of samey. I want to be a little bit more unique, so I think I'm gonna roll again. 13. So it's padded or protective. Okay. All right. And then I think I'll roll one more. 15. Ooh, chain link, chains, or belts. Wow. So this is just Lulu. Except without the padded part. So I got padded or protective, and then there's something like chain link or chains and belts. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. This will be kind of more for me, because like I said, when we go to play the one shot, by we I mean me, because it'll be a solo game, but you guys will get to watch. I do want to have character art for the one shot, and also too, the one shot I plan on playing on March 13th, if my time off is approved. It's not approved yet. I hope it will be approved soon. But I might also have to do something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask. So anyway, clothing style is gonna be padded or protective, and then featuring chain link, which I'm kind of feeling kind of like chainmail. Cool. General clothing palettes. I guess I could roll for that, but maybe I won't, because we're not focusing on that. Let's see, accessories, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. So, I'm gonna roll on ambitions and goals. This used to be a D12 table. Now it is a D20 table. so now I'm gonna find out what our Nullborn's goals are. Ooh, get revenge. Okay, so we're gonna keep that in mind when I start working on plot hook stuff. But this character wants to get revenge as a goal. Okay, and then let's see, is that here? Okay, so I need to grab the existing card. Because I also want to roll for a love and a fear. Just to kind of give some more quick details. So first I'm gonna roll for a love. It's an 11. They love art. And then they are afraid of isolation. So perhaps they are afraid of being left alone, or being alone, or perhaps it could be tied into something regarding their backstory. So maybe they are the last one of a faction, or maybe the faction itself is dwindling in membership, and maybe it's all they have. So maybe let's see, kind of like a group of people. Oh, okay, hold on. If they're a mage, maybe they went to a school for it, to study magic. Or maybe they're still studying magic. Maybe they're not quite graduated yet or something. Or maybe they teach at the school, or are planning on teaching at the school or something. Either way, maybe the school is in danger of closing or something, and maybe this person views this school as kind of like their home or their family or something. But if the school closes down, then maybe they are going to be alone. And that is what they are afraid of. Because they won't have that community. The community will be scattered. I kind of like that idea. I plan on using the story engine deck to formulate a plot hook, but I feel like we may incorporate this kind of like this idea of revenge and what this character is afraid of something that could happen. And we might kind of play into that and flesh it out. Alright, so now that we have... Oh, also, yeah, I'm gonna say that they're kind of like... They're in their late 20s. So now we need a name. That's what we really need next. I'm just gonna grab fantasy name generator and just throw in some kind of random They have mouse people names. No. That. Moon rabbit names. Jackalopes. Do they have... Oh, wait a moment. They have a new site? What? What? I never realized that Fantasy Name Generator had another website called Roll for Fantasy. Wow. That's cool. I've been using Fantasy Name Generator for years. Wow. Oh, this is this. Oh, this is the original website. 2012. Yeah. And let's see. Well, I mean, I guess this one's still updated though because they have a generator for Daggerheart. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted there. Let's see. I think I saw Fursona names. Maybe maybe I can find something. Feather fur. Greedy hide. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Let's see. Sorry about that. Names are very important. It's a very serious business. Animal species names? No. I'm surprised I don't really have like a mouse one. Let's see. Maybe... What does this one have? Alright, I just picked a pixie name. We're gonna go with Elodin. Elodon? Elodin? We'll go with Elodin. Then maybe I'll just pick a surname later. Elodin. Alright. So we have Elodin, the Gnawborn, non-binary, they use they, them pronouns. They are in their late 20s. Their class is mage. Their average height, average build, with reddish brown fur, red hair, gray eyes. They wear their hair as several braids pinned up in a nice little updo with medium hair length. And then their clothing style is kind of padded, protective, featuring chainmail and or belts. And I don't know, it might be a dress. Because now I'm thinking, you know what? Lulu from Final Fantasy X was kind of cool. Alright, so we have done the design, kind of what they look like. Now we are going to do the stats and stuff like that. Pick our perks. Why did you do that? Okay, so we grab the rulebook. That is not the rulebook. Where's the rulebook? There's the rulebook. Okay. So, to make a character in Legends of Akeroth, we have picked their class already, but the attributes you can pick yourself. It tells you which attributes you would want to consider based on your class. I'm gonna wind up flipping between the book and the obsidian because like I said, I didn't have time to make like a nice split view overlay or anything. Okay, so for mage, the starting HP and starting SP is 14 for both. So we're gonna go ahead, plug those in. Oh, that's defense. That is based on something else. Change this to 14. Oh, nullborn speed. Shoot, I forgot the speed. Ooh. My cat just kind of hummed in his sleep. He's being good tonight. He is sleeping on my bed behind me. 6. Alright, so a speed of 6. Oh, I don't have to change it. Hurrah. Alright, cool. Okay, sorry about that. I have not made a character in a while. Alright. So we got the start, the speed. We have our SP, our HP. We picked our kin. So for attributes, a mage, it is recommended that your primary attribute, which you often use for roles, should be mind or soul. So, whichever one I pick to be my primary, it needs to be kind of relevant to the character, and the primary will probably also be the one that I put more points in from the start. So now I need to decide, do I want it to be mind or soul? Mind is kind of more logic, clarity, planning, and knowledge, and soul is willpower, magic, intuition. So do I want them to be more of a logical, rational type mage? Or do I want them to be more of an intuitive, instinct-based mage? I'm thinking maybe soul. Because this person is out for revenge. Which could be like, that's, yeah. It's just sort of like, that's a very kind of passionate type thing. I mean, you could approach it from a rational standpoint too. Like, you could methodically plot your revenge and then execute it with cold anger, that kind of thing. But maybe, but then again, if they're at a school, then perhaps mind would be better. What do y'all think, chat? If anybody is around, what do you think I should choose? Mind or soul for a primary attribute? And this would be the attribute that I would use for some key rolls for like perks or spells and stuff that ask me to use my primary attribute. Mind. Got one for mind. I look forward to the day when I could do chat polls. Because I think chat polls are going to be really fun. Because I play solo, but I'm totally like open to being like, hey, which direction do you think I should go? But alas, that is an affiliate perk, I believe. And I am not there yet. Alright. Yeah, I think Mind is going to win. Oh, I already got an asterisk next to it, because that is also Cadlin's primary stat. Okay. So all of these attributes start at 1. And then you get 4 points to distribute. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, so primary is going to be mind. Oh, no, don't do that. So I think I'll go ahead and put 2 stats in there. So that'll be 3. And then, let's see. Now I do know that if I want better armor, I will need to have more points in body. Because I already know that if I want leather armor, I need to have a minimum body of 2 to wear it for the defense. I was saying earlier that this person wears protective clothing. So maybe they are kind of more like a battle mage. So yeah, maybe if their primary stat is mind, perhaps that they are kind of more of like a tactician, or like, you know, they're pretty like they're there in combat, but they're not just casting magic willy-nilly. They come prepared. So I think I'm gonna be a little spicy, and I'm gonna put in 2 for body. And then after that, let's see. God, Soul, World, Shadow. Well, they're after revenge. Shadow is guile, stealth, mischief. So maybe I'll put points in Shadow. Alright, there we go. So I have my attributes. Oh, I forgot to change HP. This could be 14 as well. There we go. And now I just need to know, what do I need to level up to level 2? That's 1000 XP, so I can change this. Okay, and for defense, unfortunately, they're just going to start, well, actually no. What's this say about armor? That is going to be somewhere after kin. Nope, after waymates, I think. Nope, after guilds. After conflicts. Oh, that's right. I put items after characters in my printed edition. Okay, let me turn this back on for y'all, because the items, some basic items are listed here in the book, and each of them have these nice little pixel icons, which I believe were done by Ash. I'm not entirely sure. I think they might be, but don't quote me on that. But okay, so we have a mage, and let's see, does it tell what you get at the beginning? Each character can have the following items equipped at any one time: primary weapon, a secondary weapon, a set of armor, up to 2 accessories. These are not chosen at level 1. Okay, so at level 1 I can choose a primary, a secondary weapon, and then a set of armor. Cool. Alright. Cool. Good. Yeah. So then for armor, like I said, leather is going to take a minimum body of 2. I think, yeah, I'm gonna have leather armor, because I think that would be pretty interesting. Got to do a little wiggling around here. So I put that under perks, and this is gonna be, it is medium armor, 7 defense. Minimum body of 2. And Cadlin is wearing leather armor, actually, so I don't have to change 7. It only gives 2 defense more than robes, but trust me, having 2 extra defense is gonna matter. Okay, so I got that. Now I need to choose weapons. So for arcane weapons, for basic items, I've got an orb, which is one-handed. I could embed it into other items. There's no range. There's no range for the tome either. But staff, you can actually use it as a 2-handed physical weapon, if desired. Which is tempting. Magic doesn't have to worry about range, neither do ranged weapons. So if you are 1 square, like right next to your enemy, in adjacent squares, you do not get a disadvantage at all. So you don't really have to worry about that. But I think maybe, let's see. Tome comes with Splash 2. So this would give me the option to do a bit of like AoE damage, I think. So maybe I'll do a tome. Let's see. Tome 2-handed with Splash 2. Oop. Oh, step. Eh. And then damage doesn't do anything because that gets calculated through casting. And then for a secondary weapon, let's see. Is a sword considered a light? No, a rapier is though. So is a whip. But the whip is basically a dagger with a range of 2. So it rolls the same amount of damage as a dagger, and that means both of them roll 1d4. So maybe I'll do a rapier. Because having the option of... Oh wait, hold up. If I have a 2-handed weapon, can I still have... Oh, okay. I can still have a secondary weapon. I just can't use it at the same time. And if I want to switch, that would cost me an action. And you get 2 actions in like each turn in combat. So okay, yeah, maybe a rapier, because I feel like that would be pretty kind of fancy, kind of classy. I think it kind of speaks well to being maybe someone of note from some kind of study of magic or something. I'm actually gonna have to run to the bathroom. I was trying to hold it, but I need more water anyway. So I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, I'm back, and good news, everybody. The old man has gone back to sleep. he's not that bad. I promise. Like it's just that he seems to very much not like it when we stream. And he throws a little bit of a fuss each time. But we just have to kind of wait for him to settle back down and realize that no, we are not going to give him hours of attention. Or in my case, I'm just not going to be sitting on the couch. I will this weekend though. I checked out a movie on recommendation by Hime Utsuki. I'm gonna kind of butcher it, but Les Miserables? I don't know how French works. Les Mis. I'm gonna watch that for the first time. I've never seen it in any kind of form. But it was recommended, and so I'm going to give it a watch. Okay. So let's move along, because I do want to kind of get to the plot stuff in good time. Adding the rapier. The rapier is a blade type weapon. One-handed. Damage is 1d6 plus primary. So this is where primary would come in. Blade, one-handed. It has a... Oop, I minimized that 1 second. One-handed. Range of 1. Damage is going to be 1d6 plus primary. And it has Overwhelm for a weapon rider. Or a weapon effect, if you will. Which I will have to look that up later. And paste the effect of Overwhelm and splash in here. Okay, so I've got my armor, I have my weapons. We do not start with accessories. Those you will have to purchase or discover. Oh, core gift. Alright, cool. Because we were going to segue into perks anyway. And then I'll have to unlock magic. Alright, so I need to go back up to Gnawborn. I don't know why I want to keep saying Gnawburn. That is not how it is. Okay, so Gnawborn, get the core gift of Small and Cute. You squeeze through any space as wide as your shoulders and gain boon on any checks to convince or persuade someone. So I can fit into small spaces, and I can gain a boon on any checks in order to convince or persuade somebody. Which I feel like really works well with our tactician. Okay. So now I'm going to go to class. Let me just put that one. Where to go? There it is. Okay, so for class features, the limit break is called Cataclysm. Place a 3x3 zone or area, I guess. I think there's a word missing here. A 3x3 area within 5 squares. Choose cold, fire, or thunder. Enemies in the area take damage equal to your class dice and suffer a matching status, which is burning, frozen, or shocked 1 until your next turn. I'm just gonna copy paste that. Alright, so this is sort of pretty cool. Cataclysm. I'll just put like a zone, the word zone in there. Okay, and then for class feature, we got Resonant Focus. So this is just like a class-wide kind of like ability, kind of like a free perk. This is what makes your class that class. So Resonant Focus, when you successfully cast a non-combat spell or rite, choose one. Recover 1d4 SP, or gain boon on your next spell this scene. Cool, so that's like basically like free mana recovery. Okay, and now it comes time to get perks. But first I need to, because this is a spellcaster. Okay, so level 1, I believe you start by unlocking one spell aspect and one spell. Amaya, if you're here, you can help me out. Because Amaya has played Magic in this game. This would actually be my first time playing a spellcaster. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this is one of the things that I had some confusion over, was that missing a little bit of clarity for beginning spellcasters. Because it says at each level you can learn a new spell aspect or a new spell. But it doesn't tell you what to do when you are level 1. But that is why this is a pre-alpha version. It's a playtest, so it will all get kind of refined. Some balancing stuff, I'm sure. So I think I just get one aspect and then one spell. And then I won't have any perks. Let's see, so I need to get to magic. That is going to be... There it is. Okay. What type of magic? Ah, okay. I was thinking, I was like, it's probably going to be Arcanum. Because this one is sort of like the logical magic kind of stuff. And yeah, sure enough, it says the aspect attribute is often mind. So Arcanum is the oldest and most structured form of magic. It is the raw elemental energy that shaped the universe before life took its first breath. Those who study Arcanum believe creation is written in patterns that could be understood, replicated, and rewritten through discipline. Arcanists carve runes into stone, etch circles with powdered crystal, and recite syllables that predate a spoken language. Their magic thrives on precision. A single misaligned rune can collapse a spell or unleash wild elemental force. Yeah, that also works too, because we have a tome. So now here's Arcanum spells, and now I'm just going to pick one. An offensive spell for sure. And this also makes me glad that I picked a rapier for a secondary weapon. Because, if I only got the one spell, and I, you know, only have but so much SP to cast, I will probably wind up using it up a lot. Do. Ooh, gravitate could be kind of fun. Pull the target one square toward a point you choose, then deal 1d6 physical force damage. Can you imagine using that to drop an enemy over a cliff? Catalyze. That is fire damage. Ooh, excuse me. Like I said earlier, I'm very tired today. Let's see, Nova. Oh, okay. Oh, magnet. Oh, I see. So gravitate, you only pull it one square. And you get to do damage. But magnet, you get to pull it 2 squares. I think I would still like gravitate. Let's see. Nova is light damage. Overload. (1d6) thunder damage. Target becomes overloaded until your next turn. The next time it deals damage, reduce that damage by your roll's result and apply weakened. So I roll 1d6 thunder damage. So if I rolled a 3, I do 3 damage, but the next time it attacks, I take that damage and reduce it by 3. Which is kind of neat. Oh, and also apply weakened. This one sounds pretty tactical, so I might consider that one. Prism, deal 1d6 light damage and choose an element. Next time that element hits the target before your next turn, treat the target as vulnerable. Ooh, see, that would work really well with like having another waymate. Same with this one too, because if it attacks, then the next person or character or whatever could come in and whammy it while it is weakened. Rend, deal 1d6 physical force damage and apply exposed. Okay, alright. Yeah, some of these are pretty cool. Ooh, hold up. Fracture. Deal 1d6 physical force damage. The target suffers -2 defense until your next turn. -3 if they are exposed. Wow, so imagine like... Oh man, yeah. Imagine like having both of these spells and you get 2 actions in a turn. So imagine casting Rend, which applies exposed, and then casting Fracture. That sounds great. I think I'm gonna pick Fracture. Because hitting their negative, like hitting their defense is gonna be a big help. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna copy this whole thing. By the way, I am not the most like tactical kind of person. So yeah, if you see me doing goofy things, or stuff that is not actually tactical. That is why. Also, I just realized this says ranger. This could be mage perks. Also, I think I'll put the spells up here for easier access. I might, actually, maybe I'll make a card over here. Okay, grab that. Gonna color these so that my eye catches them better. Oh, I forgot it was going to center align everything. There we go. Cool. So I have spells here, and then I'll be able to maybe make a little spell book as I go. So you can do that with the spellcasting system, because it's similar. I think it's similar to Draconum in that you can cast this spell as is, but I think you can modify it if you spend more SP. I'll have to read into it because I haven't really looked too much into magic because I wasn't playing a magic class, but now I actually have a magic class. All right, so I got the HP, I got the SP, I got the defense, class die. Let me just double check to make sure I have the right class die. And then we can get to plot hook crafting. Okay, so class die. My class die size is D4 because I'm level 1. And then deal damage, like whenever a feature or a perk says deal damage equal to your class dice or heal HP equal to your class dice, you roll a number of dice equal to your primary attribute using the die size. And then this also forms a recovery pool that I can spend at any time. So I can use my class dice to heal HP or recover SP. And my primary attribute is mind, which is a 3, so 3d4. And why is this giving me the feeling that, oops, Madeline's character sheet is off? Oh, it's not off, because I didn't increase mind. I had chosen to increase body and world, I think. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, so these two are still correct. Cool. Excellent. Alright. I think I have everything. I don't have combat perks or social perks because I unlocked magic. So now we have our Nullborn mage named Eladin. And they use a tome for a primary weapon, a rapier for a secondary weapon. They have leather armor. They have the core gift of small and cute. Their limit break is called Cataclysm. And then their class feature is Resonant Focus. I have assigned my stats, got my starting HP and SP, got my class dice pool. Each scene or something like that, you start with 1 hero point. So I got 1 hero point, and then I got my defense, and I have 1 spell. So I think I am all set for the character details. And now we are going to swing on over into creating a plot hook, probably based around this idea of revenge. And the fact that they are involved in some way with a school of magic. Kind of like a magic institution, perhaps. And let's see. I think I'll just make notes here. And maybe I'll put this over here so that we can kind of full screen this in a way. Alright, so I am going to jot down that note about the school because I like it. I like that idea. That little tendril of backstory that came into my mind. Okay, so their goal is to get revenge. They love art, and they are afraid, their fear is that the school they study or work at is in danger of being shut down or dissolved. This school is their community, their family, and they are scared of becoming alone if the school is no more. We also know that the primary attribute is mind. They are a tactician. A battle mage, not afraid of getting up close. Okay. I'm just gonna move my dice to make room for cards. Alright, we have a couple of options here. Originally, I was like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna make a plot hook that's gonna be a story engine. However, I sort of already have the working basis of an idea. Because we have that school, we have their connection and their fear related to that school. And they have this goal of get revenge. So perhaps it's not so much getting revenge, or maybe it's sort of like, oh, I'm trying to put my thoughts in order to actually speak them coherently. So there's a reason that the school is in danger of getting shut down, and then perhaps this person, maybe it's something that they don't really have a lot of control over. Maybe it is something that is going to happen, or like there's very little chance of it being prevented, but they can at least get back at the person or group that's behind this. So instead of thinking about plot, like story engine type cards, maybe I will lean on the lore deck. Okay, so I got the cards right there. So right off the bat, we have at least one faction, which is the school. And then we could decide if it's a faction or a person who is in charge, or who is behind the school getting closed or something. Also, too, where's my quest maker thingy that I made? Because this is supposed to be a one-shot. So maybe this, maybe I can make a quest kind of related to this character's goal or something like that. And this is what I made, by the way. This is not in the core rulebook. This is just something I made to help me. But I have a list of different objectives for quests. So, and I know that for this one shot, I want to do a dungeon, which, I mean, doesn't mean that it has to be something like an underground cave diving type thing. We could do a dungeon or something where it is in a faction's headquarters that we're going to infiltrate. So I'm thinking maybe item retrieval. Maybe we're seeking something held by this faction or person. Maybe to use as like blackmail, or maybe they stole it and that's why the school is getting shut down or something. Maybe or maybe it's like the source of some kind of protective barrier or something. Oh, maybe. Okay, alright, well, alright. Hear me out. What if the school has this protective barrier and something has stolen the thing that powers it? Like there was a spy or an infiltrator or something. And so now the school is not just in danger of being dissolved, but in danger of being destroyed by some enemy. And then we have to go and retrieve it. Alright, so this plot hook creation is not quite going how I intended. Originally my intention was to create it strictly with the story engine cards, but like I said, I'm pretty tired tonight, so I'm gonna be kind of content with how this is kind of forming. Also too, I just kind of like the idea, and it's starting to kind of fall very neatly into what I was hoping to do for a one-shot, which was to maybe go through like a dungeon and have like a completed little story arc, a little adventure. So it's in danger of being destroyed. So then this would be, I mean, this kind of alters the goal of getting revenge. Although, could say, who's to say that them doing this would succeed like in saving the school. Maybe the school is still going to get destroyed, but they still want to try to recover this thing. I'm also thinking too, they might become a future waymate in my main campaign. Well, let's just jot down our ideas, or my ideas, really. And then let's jot down the ideas, and we can always edit as more concrete ideas formulate. I'll put /mark. Get revenge. Being destroyed. The school is okay. So this can still stay. A spy? A spy. Whoops. My bottle got stuck to the coaster. Oh, okay. Hold on. I got another idea. Okay, so this school, or this protective barrier thing, the item got stolen. What if the person that stole it was somebody high up in the faculty, or like, whatever bigwigs in charge of the school. Maybe it was stolen by someone who was a spy, who betrayed the school. I'm also wondering if maybe it's not so much of a school, but more of like a military academy type thing. But I'm not sure yet. So maybe, or maybe it's not a protective barrier. Maybe it's some kind of very, very important artifact or something, and it's very powerful. And the school was kind of like its protector of it, because it's surrounded by powerful mages. Very safe until one of those mages decides to backstab everybody. And so that's what's going on, maybe, where the school is in danger of being dissolved or closed down because say like, it's in a nation or something. And so that was one of their important duties, and now the whole country, which is probably going to be New Arawak, and now the whole country is in danger because some kind of enemy got a hold of this item. Ooh, and this could also tie pretty well in my main campaign, because I don't have a big bad enemy yet for my main campaign, and so this could start working into that main story. Okay, so I think from what what I will do, yeah, what I'll do. Sorry, I'm not like making too much sense. So we're gonna go back to this. Being dissolved and shut down. Alright, the school was actually a protector of a very powerful and ancient magical artifact. How do I spell artifact? Not like that. Artifact? Okay. Third time's the charm. Alright, so a protector of a very powerful and ancient magical artifact, which was stolen by a high-ranking faculty member. This item puts the entirety of New Akeroth in danger. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, idea. Alright, so this is a pretty important thing. I think that getting back this item. Oh! Also too, the reason that the school is in danger of being dissolved or shut down. Perhaps they think that because the theft was committed by a faculty member, perhaps they think, or like they being the kingdom, like the king of New Akeroth, perhaps they think that the school is in league with this enemy, that the school benefited somehow, and there's not enough evidence to prove otherwise. And so maybe we are not going to get back this item because that might not be a small enough scale for a level 1 character. Instead, maybe we are trying to get evidence so that we can save the reputation of the school, or at least bring this person down. Because maybe this faculty member, maybe everybody who needs to know knows that this person is the backstabber and betrayed the organization. But maybe because of the lack of evidence, maybe it's not that obvious to the rest of the world and stuff. And so not just is the school in danger of being dissolved or shut down, but maybe the people that Eladin is close to at this school and really cares about, maybe they are actually being harmed more than they are by the school, because you got these high-ranking people. This is their job, their life, you know? They've been there for years, decades, and then all of a sudden their reputation is just completely set on fire. Like they've been turned into criminals, basically, or they're at risk of becoming criminals, or perceived as criminals. And so I was like, revenge? Maybe we infiltrate this person. Maybe they retired mysteriously. And so to escape the damage to the reputation, and maybe they're even trash talking. With, oh, I knew so-and-so was up to no good, you know, that kind of thing. So maybe that's what it is. That's how we can still get revenge, and maybe, you know, depending on how it goes, maybe we can save the reputation of the school. Or at least the school board. There we go, that was the word I was looking for earlier. Okay, alright. Ooh, I like this so much. Because, you know, the kind of overall art style and stuff of the book, you know, the artwork that's available out there right now, kind of has this adventure, this outdoor adventure kind of going for it. But you don't have to be locked into that either, because if you think about classic JRPGs, the Final Fantasy series is the one that I'm personally more familiar with. You do things indoors still. There are, like, I was listening to the Final Fantasy X soundtrack today. You have puzzles inside of temples. I mean, that game doesn't really have dungeons per se, but other titles, you're running around castles, fighting enemies inside of castles, stuff like that. It's not just caves all the time. So I think this would be a really fun way of doing a dungeon where we have the simple objective of retrieving evidence of this person's betrayal. And we also cover this character's goal of getting revenge and maybe saving the school or something. I think that part, it might depend on how things go, I think. Because I don't think I'll create all of the details in this, you know, like in this stream. Maybe I'll do a little bit off stream, because when I do this one shot, I am going to play it with the intent of doing it all in one stream, which is why I took the day off. Because I wanted to have plenty of time and not stress or worry or anything like that. And if I don't get the day off, well, it'll probably be moved to a Sunday session. And then my Sunday sessions will generally be about 4 or so hours. I could probably make it a Sunday too, but I also just wanted a day off. Oh, I was also trying to do an event at my local game store the following day, but the person who answered my question about events had it a little wrong, or didn't know enough information to provide to me, and it turns out that I cannot have the type of open event that I wanted there, and they have not replied back to my email, so I'm going to assume that I was just quietly rejected. Which, I mean, it's fine. It's a store run by just a couple of people, so if anything, they're probably just busy to give me a third reply, but that's fine. I'll still shop there. It's a pretty nice store. Okay, where was I? Okay, so their revenge is to get revenge on the faculty member that betrayed the school. And I think it is probably just going to be a school, not like a military academy. Unless... because I was just thinking, where's the school located? It might be in New Erwick. Or, I say New Erwick as the country name, but the country is just Erwick, and then the capital city is New Erwick. But it might be there. Well, I could make it like a general school. But maybe it's not the only one? No. I mean, it's probably not the only one, but this might be a pretty prestigious school because, I mean, they were entrusted with this very, very important artifact. So it's probably not a military academy, but they probably do produce quite a few members of a magic division in the Airwick military. Army, whatever it's called. So that would still explain why we have ourselves a battle mage. Maybe they teach that. Okay, so for the school, a protector of a very powerful and ancient... Whoop! Cheeky, if you're still in here, bless you. That was quite the sneeze. I think my mic actually picked that up because I didn't close my door when I came back. Protector of a very powerful and magical artifact was stolen by a high-ranking faculty member who conveniently, oh, that's so misspelled, conveniently retired just before it was stolen. This item puts the entirety of Airwick in danger because of the thief's actions and lack of evidence. Only a few people know who actually stole it. But there's no proof of their claim. Therefore, school is in danger being shut down, with the faculty and school board being branded as either criminals or actually, let me rephrase that. School board either being branded as criminals, having their reputations damaged beyond repair. Eladin seeks to infiltrate this thief's home, which is going to be, because I want it to be a dungeon, which is a large sprawling manor, in search of evidence. They hope to at least clear the name. Faculty/board members, I'm not sure which one it's going to be. Probably, maybe more along the lines of faculty. Actually, never mind. I know which one's gonna be. Yeah, the school board. The school board is probably a separate group of people who are kind of distant, as they tend to be. So they are probably not. They're probably the ones who are heaping the blame upon them. Because, like, the boards are these kind of distant overseers who probably get money or some advantages of being board members. But it's quite easy for them to cut their ties because they are not there. They are not actively involved with the management and the running of the school. So they are probably not at risk, but the faculty is definitely at risk. Okay, so they hope to at least clear the name of the faculty, as some of them are like family to Eladin. Okay, cool. So I do have the decks here. Sorry, I was just drinking some water. I do have the deck here, and I probably should at least use them for this magical artifact at least. Otherwise, I didn't really use any prompts other than what was on my character design deck. But maybe I won't... maybe I won't design or like pick too much or do too much work. I am trying to keep this stream a little on the shorter side tonight because I wanted this to be kind of a shorter version, or like, you know, not 4 hours long. And we're at the 2 hour and 23 mark. Okay, so let's get to it. We're gonna start with material, and I didn't read right here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and draw one and we'll see what it says. I'll hold it up for y'all. Oh, my record so far is 246. Oh, is that your record? Your longest stream? Yeah, my longest one is it's longer than 246, that's for sure. I gotta go look now because now I'm curious. I bet, yeah. But I would play longer on Thursday nights, but alas, I can only physically handle so much of it. Let's see. Does this have... Oh, there it is. Okay. Can't filter. The prompt workshop was 4 hours and 33 minutes. Oh, but I have my session 3 was 4 hours and 45 minutes. And that's the longest one. So 4 hours and 45 minutes. But I don't even remember what happened in session 3. I think that was when Braisu got created. But anyway. Oh yeah, I drew a material card. Let's see, I got iron, paint, honey, thatch. Well, iron doesn't really sound that special, so maybe I'll draw another. Go ahead and hold this one up for y'all. Color looks pretty wild on the camera there. Alcohol, silver, plaster, string. Silver sounds a little bit better than iron. Oop, wrong one. I'm like looking at the camera trying to like move my hand without looking. Oh, what's this say? Fuel, mortar, fur, broth. We are getting some very interesting words here. Yeah, did you sneeze? Yeah. I think my cat just kind of sneezed. Yeah, you sleeping? You blinking at me? Yeah, I love you. Iron could still, it could still be some kind of iron thing. Especially if it's like an ancient thing, so like maybe the housing of it is iron. And ooh, you know what? Ooh, okay, alright, hold on. Actually, let me pull up the campaign page. Alright, because we actually just unlocked, well, not just unlocked, but we did unlock mana gems. Mana gems. Which is basically like the Akeroth version of materia, apparently. So there's going to be brand new rules that are focused on crafting magical weapons that can utilize the various magical mana gems scattered in Erwick. Alright, so what if this relic thing has a mana gem housed inside of it? So like maybe the thing around it is like iron. I mean, it could already be like some kind of weapon that has a mana gem in it already, but yeah, where's the fun in that? And then this will be pretty cool because by the time I get to that in my main game, to this enemy or whatever, having one of these mana gems, by the time I get there, who knows, the rules for this might already be might be playable. Because those were unlocked for the core rulebook. So my game's a bit of a slow burn. Okay. So this artifact, yeah, I'll stick with the first card that I drew. It's made out of iron. You write that down. Okay, so the artifact. The real power of the artifact is that it holds a, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a link. Not manage. Not a gem. Alright, so it's made out of iron. Let's see, I can pick an object. Let me hold that up for you so that y'all can see it before me. Flamethrower. That's not gonna work. I mean, it could work, but that would be a weapon. Automobile, that's not gonna work. Bracelet, yeah, that can work. Ruler. Oh, like the measuring implement. A ruler. Bracelet could kind of work. Seems a little small, I think. And plus it said that they could be crafted, used to craft weapons. I mean, probably nothing stopping you of putting it in a bracelet as an accessory and calling that a weapon. But I feel like that might be a little bit of a stretch. Oh, because I was thinking like, oh, you know, put it in a bracelet. Maybe just wear the bracelet. But I don't know, let me pick something else. What we got? What do we got? A book. Okay. A book. A tome is a weapon. A rifle. A chariot. Or a clasp. Alright, so the clasp. Oh, but maybe it has a clasp. Maybe the clasps are iron. Alright. Is a large tome. So the gem is embedded into the cover. And is held shut with maybe like a large iron clasp. Let's see. Creature. I could draw some adjectives too. Let's show you side 1. And I'll show you side 2. Ooh. What we got? Eclectic, muscular, compassionate, primeval, repellent, aquiline. I wonder what that means. Pivotal, spotted. What is aquiline? Aquiline? Just gonna look up the definition of that. Oh. So it is most often used to describe a nose that has a broad curve and is slightly hooked, like an eagle beak. Huh. Okay. I don't think that's quite gonna work. Not quite gonna work. Spotted pivotal. Ooh, pivotal. Actually, hold up. Pivotal could mean that it was the time period this is from. At that time, this was a pivotal item. Like this changed you know, the situation. It changed the world in a way, or at least in the area that, you know, it was changed in, or something like that. You know, so this was a pivotal item. Because of this item, something altered an event that was happening, either for good or for bad. Played a pivotal part in a historic event. Don't know what that is yet. Oh, but in my main game, I have been gently creating this idea, or this historical disaster, some kind of disaster that was quite large in what happened. Some kind of disaster happened. Because of it, the settlement Sandrise, the small town of Sandrise, got demolished. They've been rebuilding. It's coming back, but it got destroyed. And they probably weren't the only ones to get destroyed. Something else probably happened too. But that is what caused a bunch of the refugees to migrate to or immigrate to Winford, the city of that my character is in right now, as kind of like a home base city or large town, whatever. And so maybe this item played a part in that historic disaster, because we've already just determined that this artifact is dangerous and puts the whole region at risk for being in the wrong hands. So this would also explain too why, even though this is probably a pretty prestigious school, why they're like okay with dissolving it and stuff, is because like the government is worried that history is going to repeat itself. They're like, oh, it's going to happen again because of you. Okay, so I already have a note for this called the historical disaster, because I still don't really know what it is. Oh, I'm so excited. This is all coming together. I don't know, you know, the campaign is just started this week for Legends of Akeroth. So probably won't see rules regarding mana gems for a very long time. I mean, not a very long time, because firstly, Ash is unhinged. For all I know, they could even be written, or like half written. But yeah, it could be anywhere from a couple of months to several months before I ever see these rules. But eventually, I will have them. And until then, I can always just kind of fudge some stuff. I'm here for the gleeful Zach laughter. This is also Zach who needs to go to bed on time tonight. And then like I had to solve a puzzle, almost kind of like a puzzle really, for a project today. And surface level, I knew that it wasn't that complex, but man, it was so hard for me to work out what exactly it was I needed to do in Excel and then to actually do it. And eventually I had to tell my manager, I was like, I'm so sorry that this took me quite a while. I'm not feeling well. But yeah, this is, I need some water. Yes, I like this. I like this so much. I hit the camera cable. I didn't use like as much of the prompt cards as I had planned on, but I'm still pretty excited because I've got this little one shot, and it's going to slot really well, like alongside my main campaign, and I'm hoping too, assuming that this character doesn't die or something. Which is probably they're probably not gonna die, because that's not really fun for me in this kind of game that I'm making for myself. Especially because I'm streaming it, so I put a lot of work into setting up character tidbits and stuff, and you know, drawing them and whatnot. So they're not very throwaway for me, and therefore, like, if they were to perish just because I like made a wrong move or something, like that sucks. It's just not fun. And then like a lot of what I've crafted and put together would kind of fall apart. So it would be like working on a big stack of cards in a card pyramid, and then, you know, one wrong move and it all comes tumbling down. I mean, like, every now and then, don't feel like, you know, I feel like playing a game where, you know, doesn't matter if I die, or if my character dies, I should say. Because I could always just play it again or something like that. What is it? Kind of like the mental attachment stakes are low. I don't really know how to describe it. But it's not as fun. So that's why in my main campaign, and kind of like this one shot too, my player character probably won't die unless it's totally not logical for them to survive. But the NPCs, on the other hand, they could all die. Because then I still get to experience the impact of their death on my character. And so that kind of, it keeps the story going that way. My character would be drastically altered if one of the waymates die. And then in this like one shot, they're probably not going to be by themselves. I might have to make a couple of waymates. Ooh. Yeah, maybe that'll be like an incentive thing. Let's see. So I got a little carried away. I need to turn this into a note though. Maybe put it under items. Oh, gem. This is technically going to be canon. I might wind up homebrewing some bits until official rules and lore come out. I guess this artifact should technically have its own item thing too. What did I say? It's a tome? I'll just call it school tome for now. Then I will come back to Eladin. The artifact. Also, the cool part is that if I change the name of this file, it updates all the links automatically. Kind of like how you see here, this is now automatically linked. So I can click this, and boom, here's the notes about the mono gem. Very nice. And if I click this, boom, school tome. Woohoo. Beautiful, I love it. Okay, so I will give a little bit of a recap, and then we will wrap up for tonight. So tonight, we created Eladin, who is a non-binary Null-born in their kind of late 20s, so they're not too young, but they're definitely a young adult still. Their class is a mage. Their primary attribute is going to be mind because they are a tactician, a battle mage, not afraid of getting up close. Their average height, kind of like 5'5", with reddish brown fur, red hair, gray eyes. They like to wear their hair as several braids pinned up, and it's medium hair length. Their clothing style is padded or protective, featuring chainmail and or chains and belts. Maybe it's a dress, I'm not sure yet. I decided that they do have equipped leather armor, so this might be some kind of like padded leather armor deal. For a backstory kind of thing, I mean kind of backstory, more like just character notes really. So their current goal, they love art, by the way. That's very important, very important. Their current goal is to get revenge on the faculty member that betrayed the school that they study or work at. It might be that they studied there and now they work there after graduating. But it's in danger of being dissolved and shut down. This school is their community, their family, and they are scared of becoming alone if the school is no more. Like, they're scared of losing that community, that family. The school itself, which I should probably also turn this into a note to update later. And this is going to be, let's see, an establishment or a faction? Maybe an establishment. New Erwick. What did I call it? Magic School? Yep, Magic School. It's automatically linked, so I'm good there. And this school is a protector of a very powerful and ancient magical artifact, which was stolen by a high-ranking faculty member, who conveniently retired just before it was stolen. This item puts the entirety of Erwick in danger. Because of the thief's connections and lack of evidence, only a few people know who actually stole it, but there's no proof of their claim. Therefore, the school is in danger of being shut down, with the faculty either being branded as criminals or having their reputations damaged beyond repair. Elodin seeks to infiltrate this thief's home, which is a large, sprawling manor, in search of evidence. They hope to at least clear the name of the faculty, as some of them are like family to Elodin. The real power of the artifact is that it holds a monogem. The artifact itself, the school tome, placeholder name, is a large tome with the gem embedded in the cover, and is held shut with a large iron clasp. It played a pivotal part in a historical disaster that I've still a work in progress event in history, but it had a great impact, and that is why everybody is like, wow guys, way to let us down. And they're like, we didn't let you down, someone stole it, they betrayed us, where's the proof? I don't have any proof. And then meanwhile the thief is just like, ah ha 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 ha, oh, I got away with it, and I got, I don't know, a lot of money or something. And I'm thinking, because, you know, this person was a faculty at a magic school, so this manor is likely full of traps, maybe some creatures, maybe enemy mages. Either way, I think it's going to be a perfect dungeon location for the one-shot. Yeah, we made the character sheet, or filled it in. I got a spell. Maybe this character is actually maybe this character was actually close to graduating, now that I think about it, because I would hope that my teacher knows more than one spell. And you know, they could probably do other kind of small magical things, you know. That would be where I could roll an attribute check to see, you know, like in my previous session, I had my healer try to, what's the word? To undo a trap, a magic trap, to undo that with magic. And I just simply rolled a check to see if he succeeded. He kind of succeeded. It didn't blow them up, but it still alerted the people that put it there. So yeah, so maybe, all right, one sec, let me just go update this. Yeah. So they know more than, like, they could do more with magic other than the one spell, is what I'm saying. Alright. So yeah, so we got the stats, we got my spell, and we got a weapon. Their main primary weapon is a two-handed tome with some splash damage, but their secondary weapon is a rapier. They got the leather armor, and we didn't get any perks because I spent it to get spell, and they have the limit break, cataclysm, and a class feature to help recover SP. And so yeah, there we go. That's our Nalborn Mage and our plot hook that I can turn into a one-shot adventure for myself. So yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Let me switch over to the idle screen. If anybody has any questions before we go, feel free to ask away. Looks like I've dropped a few frames at one point. But looks like it's been pretty good. Cool, cool. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Just turned red. Good time to go. Alright, let me go ahead and get the raid thing. If you could only be one of the classic classes, what would you be? Oh. Honestly, I've always been kind of a melee player. Because you don't have to think too hard, you just swing your sword. So probably that. Playing this magic class is gonna be a new experience, that's for sure. That's actually probably why I gave my little ping tuber a sword. I gotta fill out a little more details around my ping tuber lore. I think if I hit affiliate, that's when I'll drop some lore. I get to find out what's under the veil. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up tonight. I already know who I want my raid target to be. Because Hime Utsuki is also playing Legends of Akeroth, but they are playing without a GM and as a group, and I was so sad that I was gonna miss some of it. So I'm definitely gonna have to watch the VOD, because I'm very interested in seeing how this goes. But I guess I need the raid message, because that's the thing. Alright, I suppose we'll go with that. Alright, and then go ahead and hit the start raid button. Thanks again for coming in. Veil surfing, yeah. Thanks again for showing up. Appreciate it very much. For anybody watching, actually, let me throw these links in first. So first, the backer kit for Legends of Akeroth. You can read more about it. Do Ledge if you want it, but if you want to try before you promise to buy, here's also where you can download the demos, because it seems like the demos are being a little funky right now with backer kit. Some people couldn't get them, so Ash has provided a link there. And then just for a good measure too, there is the Discord for other shenanigans and live stream alerts and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for coming everybody. Appreciate it so much. And safe travels through the veil. Just gonna hit the raid button. Alright. Bye bye.
More than reading something.